Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Turnbull coming to you live from Nairobi, Kenya on day 47 of the 90-day social media run. So it has been, we're now at the 7-week mark, if you can believe it. So we are more than halfway through, and I hope you've been following along. If you have been following along for every single session, if you have never missed a session so far, put a number 7 into the chat. And if you are catching up, all right, you're catching up. You haven't been following along exactly, but you're catching up and you're trying to do as much as you can. Put a number 4 into the chat. All right, either way, it's fine. You know, if you've been following along or if you're trying to catch up right now, it may feel a little bit overwhelming at times, and don't worry, just let that go. Just do what you can. Start with where you can start and add a little bit every day, okay? Add a little bit of knowledge, challenge yourself with a new challenge every single day, and I promise you it will definitely get easier. So today is day 47, and when we do our sessions on Tuesdays, which is today, we're always covering the Friday for the Accelerator 90-day run, okay? Because we're 2 days behind, just to give us all a chance to get caught up on the session, the training, and then replay it to you. So today's assignment is super short. Okay, our program is also going to be super short today, but on Fridays they always have Q&A. Okay, on Fridays they always have Q&A, and so I love that because I always learn something, and I like to share those nuggets that I learn here with you today. But first, let's start with the assignment. Okay, the assignment is that you are going to create a short, and when I say short, I mean less than 20 seconds, short audio or video message with a question to a friend or follower on social media that you are going to send to them by private message, okay? And the question could be, you can make one up, okay, but here are a few suggestions just to get you thinking. Okay, so it could be something like, and it's super, super short, okay? So it could be something like, hey Mary, random question, do you know what residual income is? Or, hey Bob, quick one, has anyone ever spoken to you about making money from home? Or, you know, hey Mary, this is a random question, but I'm asking a few of my friends on social media, are you happy? Or maybe, hey Sarah, just a quick one, I'm asking a few of my friends on social media, how are you doing with your 2023 goals so far this year? Or maybe you could say something like, just doing a quick poll of some of my friends, you know, have you ever thought of having a side hustle income, right? Just some kind of a short video. Make your voice really energetic, make yourself peppy, and do it in audio or video, okay? Video is great. You can record it once and then you can just paste it into the chat, okay? So your challenge, because on Tuesdays we have our challenge that you can take the rest of the week to do, is you can do level 1, which is 25 messages, level 2, which is 50 messages, and level 3, which is 100 messages, okay? So that's the challenge, that's the dare, pretty straightforward. Welcome, Fran, nice to see you. So pretty straightforward. See how it goes, okay? That's the challenge. Now, remember that when somebody replies, this just gives you the chance to start a conversation. And of course, as always, we always say, all business is conversation, right? All business is conversation. So it allows you to start a conversation. You'll know when it's time to ask the question about showing them some information about our product or our service or our business, okay? So you'll know when the right time is in that conversation. Remember, usually it's going back and forth, maybe 5 times, depending on if you know them really, really well. If they come back to you and they say something like, gosh, happy, you know, nobody really asked me that, you know, I guess so. Then you could just say, well, what would make you happier in your life? You know, what do you think would make you really happy? So you could just answer that question in a nutshell right away, saying, yes, absolutely, right? And if they say, well, you know, I'd love to be doing something more fulfilling, I'd love to be making more money, I'd love to not be so stressed, whatever they say, then that opens the door to offering what we have, right? is now the right time to take another look at what we're doing. It's a wonderful community to be part of. It's definitely possible to make good money, and you get your health back at the same time. So it just allows you to start conversations and continue those conversations. So that's the assignment today. Now, there's a few question and answers that came up. So I'll just go through them, drop a few little nuggets here. Okay, so there was one little interesting statistic that I found quite fascinating to me, that for every 1,000 followers on Instagram, you can actually get about 30 to 50 customers, okay, for every 1,000 followers on Instagram. But the thing is, people usually focus on finding new people interesting. I don't know how many of you are actually engaging in Facebook groups. There's a lot of Facebook groups out there. And so if you're engaging in Facebook groups, what Facebook does, which is interesting to me, or if you actually are creating a Facebook group, which probably not too many of us have actually done, but if you've created your own Facebook group, what happens is the Facebook algorithm will show you the group. If you post and engage in that group often, you'll get sent that group often in the algorithm. But if you're not posting, not looking at it, then Facebook will figure you're not interested, and they won't send it to you anymore. So you won't even see it. So if you have a group that you want to create and you realize it's not very active, it's probably because people have not posted, or they are not engaging with it. And so what sometimes people can do is they can create a pop-up group. Okay, if they have a big group that's dormant, that hasn't really been too active, they can create a pop-up group and say, listen, we're starting something special for the next 90 days. It's just a very temporary thing. And if you want to be part of it, join this group right now. And then that will start the activity again. Okay, so that was kind of interesting as well. Now, if you're sending a lot of messages, especially on Facebook, make sure you set your timer for maybe 10 minutes at a time, okay? Because if you send too many messages, especially if Facebook can see that you're just copying and pasting, how would they see that? They would see that because, realistically, if you're typing a message, it wouldn't be possible to send it as quickly as if you're just copying and pasting and adding their name. So wait a few seconds between each message. That will be one thing that will help. And just limit your time to 10 minutes at a time. And then go do another thing for 10 minutes and then come back and do 10 minutes. Otherwise, you could run the risk of being put in Facebook jail for maybe a day or so, all right? So that was something good as well to know. And then, probably if you've been following along with this challenge, you hear often, what is your brand? What is your brand on social media, right? And maybe that's like, oh my gosh, my brand, I don't know, what's my brand? I don't know. Well, your brand is just something that you're known for, okay? So a brand is basically, this was, we're trying to track our bingo moments. What was something that is just like, okay, I get it. Oh, that's interesting. So a brand, here's how they define a brand, which I really, really liked. It was a bingo moment for me. A brand is a promise on what people are going to get from you when they visit your page. So what should people expect? When they visit your page, what are they always going to get? Is it uplifting comments about faith? Is it, loving family? Is it encouragement? Is it book reading, the latest personal development and knowledge? What are they going to get from you when they visit your page? What should you become known for? Okay, now they can relate to you for many other things. Okay, everything else that makes you you. So if you are someone, for example, who's you want to be known for faith, or for exercise, or for personal development, okay? And that's going to be the main thing that you're known for. Everything else, like you're traveling, you're going out to dinner with your honey, your family, those are all things they should also know, because because they need to know you and they need to like you and they need to trust you. But the main thing they should see on your page is your main thing. Now, I really liked this analogy. So they're going to relate to you, right? With all the other things in your life, all the other things that you're doing. So, but I like this cupcake analogy, okay? So picture a cupcake, all right? I know we've all had cupcakes. So picture a cupcake, and the cake itself is the brand. That's the main thing, okay? The icing on the cupcake is the lifestyle, your lifestyle and all the parts of your lifestyle, what you're doing on a regular basis, you know, where you're going, what you're doing with the family, the activities in your life. You know, you're going, like right now for me, I'm starting, actually I've just come back from an exercise session. I've just started working with a personal trainer. That's kind of something new for me. I haven't done that in an awfully long time. So, you know, I'm kind of committed. I'm just about to start a 90-day weight loss challenge here in Kenya, and so I'm going to be participating in it and really trying to lead the way by example and trying to get serious about my fitness, because I'm not that great at it, right? You look at Chris and Tammy, they're always working out. You look at Enyunam, always working out. But for me, no, it's a struggle. So, you know, people who are following me may see that I'm, oh, okay, I'm starting, I'm doing it, you know, hopefully they'll encourage me. So the cake part is the brand, the main thing that you'll be known for. The icing is the lifestyle, the parts of your life, how they're going to relate to you, all the aspects of your life. And then the sprinkles on the cupcake are our products and business. Okay, that's the sprinkles on the cupcake. That's not the cake. That's not even the icing. It's just the sprinkles. So you're going to be sprinkling that in over all the other things. Okay, so I really liked that. If the products in the business are the main cake, if that's all you're talking about all the time, then nobody's going to be interested. Okay, so use it as sprinkles, and make sure you've got your main thing, and your lifestyle surrounding it, and then sprinkle in the products and business every now and then. So I really like that. I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress for me, but it is a progress. You know, it's at least I'm going somewhere. All right, so that's awesome. That's all I really wanted to share. Nice to have you all here. So this is going to be a super short training, just like I said. So make sure that you are in action every day. I'm trying out all the things. Some things are working for me. Some things are like crickets. I'm noticing that when I talk about our products or business, I don't get much engagement, but I'm still working on engagement. I'm pretty light. I'm pretty new in social media, so I don't really have 5 zillion followers or anything like that. So great to see you, Fran, Rose, Irene. So nice to have you here. So keep going, guys. Just keep going. Make sure you're in those groups. Make sure you're doing the core activities, the commenting outside of your friends, current friends, commenting on either hot prospects or on Instagram pages, on Facebook groups, and add message. So connecting with people, right? That's also very important. Try to make sure you're reaching out to at least 5 new people every single day. Ask the questions so that you can share tools, send tools, and then do your follow-ups, right? Create those contents as well. Create content. That's one thing I've been pretty happy with. I'm pretty much creating content every day, and that's a big change for me since before we started the 90-day plan. So if you've been following along, you might know that I'm really enjoying TikTok. I'm having fun with that. I'm not as good as Tammy. I'm not getting gifts. I'm almost at that 1,000 followers, but not quite yet. So that's been really fun, and I'm just doing the best I can, just like all of us, right? So enjoy the rest of your day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening once again, and we will see you next time. Have an awesome, awesome night. Okay, bye.